revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is America's home for positive business talk, and we are positively thrilled that you are joining us.
We absolutely are. What a great way to hang out and to get through your day. Make sure you share this with people you care about. Follow us on social media as well. Do you have employees? Do you have people around you that are just full of excuses?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Yes.
The dog ate my shoes. Traffic was bad again. My alarm clock didn't go off, and on and on and on. Right. And
excuse. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lots of them.
I used to have a friend of mine who was always late. This isn't me. Somebody I knew.
Somebody you knew.
Somebody I knew. But and was always late. And every time she walked in, and she would just have this whole story ready to go every time she came in and she was late, which was every day. And it was always
every day, different story.
Every day, different story.
Yeah.
And, after a while, you're just like, you can stop with the story. I don't need it. You're going to be late. It's just, it is what it is. And so whether it's outrageous, right? This really bizarre, full out detail of how the car, you had a flat and how you had to call AAA and how you locked yourself out of the car for the third time this weekend. It actually happened to somebody I know, but,
really?
For all of these issues, like it can be really, really outrageous to the mundane. According to Small Business Chronicle, they say it serves the same purpose of distracting managers from the fact that an employee didn't do what they were supposed to do, that they were late again, that they, kind of shirked on their responsibilities. I heard a phrase somebody just told me this morning, that boundaries without consequences is like drawing a line in the sand.
Yes.
Right. So what ends up happening is if you've got people that are just constantly giving you excuses, they've got story after story. Again, a one-time incident, not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Right. But if you've got somebody who has a chronic excuser, right? They've just got a story for everything. We might need to deal with this a little differently.
I can help you.
You can?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I want you to think of an excuse, right? And it can be generic.
I have one.
All right, you got one?
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead.
My alarm didn't go. But I have, and then
no way.
Really? No, you can't. That can't be that. That can't be your response.
You've already identified. You know who the person is. So as soon as they open their mouth,
nope, not listening. Not today.
I had a friend who sat there and put it this way. No, it was a sing-songy. No, and it didn't matter what I said. It was nope.
Was that me?
No.
Was it? No. Okay. Oh my God, I don't remember doing that.
No.
So, but maybe I did. Right? No, we're not even gonna listen to that today. We're moving on. But if you want some other tips in addition to no, we're not even going to listen to that. In fact, I was having a conversation with somebody last night and talking about kind of boundaries, setting boundaries. It was really kind of a boundary conversation. And she's like, you know what, Angel, you just have to say no. Like, I know I do.
You first.
Right? Yeah. You first.
Just saying. Right. You first. That's probably a good way to start.
That is a good way to start, right? Lead by example. If you're the kind of person that makes excuses for everything, then of course you can't really hold somebody else's feet to the fire and say no excuse for you.
Hold yourself to a high standard and say, look, like you said, once, twice, those things happen. Right. Life happens.
Life happens.
It's not cookie cutter. But if it's a continual thing and you are continually leading with excuse after excuse for yourself or your inability to follow through, no.
Okay. Now, what if you have somebody who has all sorts of personal problems they're dealing with at home, maybe, with their spouse, with their kids or financial?
Try that one. You give me
an excuse. Yeah, excuse. Well, my kids.
No.
My husband.
We don't go there.
My bank account, my dog.
Nobody has anything to do with that. This is work.
Well, and so there is that, right? That you are not responsible for your employees' personal life. Instead, just focus on work-related issues. And if you need to, refer them to some programs to help them deal with their personal issues. But avoid the temptation yourself to fall into the counselor or parental role, the guidance role, not your space to get involved in.
You may be labeled the Tin Man, and it's okay. If I only had a heart.
But sometimes we just got to keep, we got work to do here.
That's right.
And again, we're talking about chronic excusers, not somebody who, once in a while and something happens, because we all have something happens. But then we're like the little boy who cried wolf, because if we're always full of excuses, and then the one time that maybe we really do have an emergency, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to buy into it. And then you're going to be upset because you've already emptied all the change in your pocket. You've already used all the grace that has been afforded to you.
Here's a tip that I really appreciate. If you're going to bring the excuse, bring the solution, right? We're focusing on solutions. I don't care how it happened. I don't care what you say. And it sounds awfully rude when I say I don't care. It's not that I don't care, but that's not the point. Well, the point is,
at my house, you can't tell me something is lost.
Right.
Right. Nothing's lost. You didn't put it where it belonged.
Yeah.
Right. And so, if I ran out of gas, okay, that wasn't an accident. You allowed it to get down to empty. You allowed it to the light to get on.
It is really hard to be in Angel's house.
Well,
I'm just saying,
it's an excuse. Don't give me your excuse. I woke up late. Did you set your alarm? Did you put it at a place? Did you check it? What did Carrie say earlier when she's talking about vision in your life? You can't blame everything on external circumstances. You are right where you're at because of decisions you're making and the cause and effect that happens because of, the consequences from those decisions. So, making sure that you inform your employees you're not interested in the reasons why the behavior occurred, just on ensuring that it does not happen again. How are you going to make sure this doesn't happen again? We're going to hang the keys up, when we, on the key hook instead of putting them in our pocket and forgetting that I put those jeans in the laundry and now I can't find what I'm looking for. We're going to put things where they belong. We're going to have a schedule. We're going to create some routines. We're going to make sure we pack our lunch the night before so we're not scrambling at the last minute to find everything. We're going to prep ourselves the night before with our shoes and our backpacks and
shorts.
And shorts. It's because sometimes you might show up to the gym without your shorts.
I did that. All right.
Once, though. I didn't give you a hard time about it.
No, you didn't. And right here on the heels of that is, if you do get into the excuse zone, then ask the employee to generate their own ideas to solve the problem and prevent future instances. In other words, you're saying to them that they are responsible for ensuring that the problem behavior does not continue. Ownership.
Own it.
I wore my shorts today. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio